What's up, North City? Welcome to your weekly update. I am so glad that you've joined me for this. Here's what you need to know about what's going on. First of all, we got our worship night coming up Thursday, and my lovely partner in ministry, co-pastor Christian Ann, has a word on that. So here you go.
Hey North City, Pastor CA here. I want to invite you to our worship and prayer night coming up this Thursday. Thursday at 7:30 at Corner Coffee in North. It's the Camden location. And please come. There's been so much prayer and anticipation from Kara and me, as well as our prayer team. We've been asking God what He wants to do, how He might want to encourage our church, how He might want us to look outward. And maybe you're thinking, an hour of singing doesn't sound that enticing to you. It's not going to be an hour of singing, and it's really a space for you to come and reflect and be with God, be with one another. There's no obligation to sing. In fact, worship is not just singing, right? Worship is about being in the presence of God and being in awe of what God is doing and who God is. And it's a place where we really discover who we are as well. And so there's just been things that God has put on our hearts, like really an effort to receive God's love, like really providing a space for us to receive God's love, to pray for one another, to look outwards towards our community. And we just want it to be a place of respite. I mean, we are in the dead of winter, people, right? Like I'm literally looking at a snowstorm right now. I'm tired in a lot of ways, and we hope for this to be a place of rejuvenation, and to connect with God in this deeper time, this deeper set-aside type of way. So it is this Thursday, 7:30 at Corner Coffee Camden, and we would love to see you there. Come.
All right, please do come. It'll be a great time. Give that to yourself as a gift. Jesus wants to connect with you during that time. So we'll try to live stream it, so you can try to do that online. I said try, because if you don't see it on our Facebook or YouTube, we'll probably have a recording of it posted later if you want to experience that digitally. Also this week, coming up, we have our dear Connie. We have her funeral Saturday. There's information about that in our weekly email. We'll be at Brookdale Covenant Church, 10 a.m. visitation, 11 a.m. Funeral service with coffee and I think a light lunch to follow. So come help us celebrate her life Saturday. If you would like, the whole North City community is invited, because if you were at North City for any amount of time, I'm sure you got greeted by and met Connie. Sunday, we're back at it with dinner church, and we haven't been explicit about this, but you may have noticed we've had a lot of different voices coming through in our Jesus story time, and we're entering into a season here where we're going to have a lot of different voices from our community bring the Jesus story, which honestly might just stick around, because many of you are such awesome communicators and so gifted in sharing Jesus stories. So this weekend we get to hear from Claudia, who was on staff as an intern with North City and has generously, after his internship was over, just said, hey, I love this church. This is my church. Give me a role. So he is the welcome coordinator on Sundays, and he is also on our teaching team and just brings a really amazing, unique voice. So he's going to be talking about the Sermon on the Mount and the Beatitudes a little bit Sunday. So don't miss out on that. We also have, Christian Ann mentioned this, but we have a marriage retreat called Covenant in Real Life, happening I think the second weekend in March. So this is not just for married folks, but it's a retreat on marriage, but not just for married folks. So one of the mistakes we make in the church is like treating marriage like the secret club you only get into when you get married, and we don't want to treat it that way. If you want to learn about covenant relationships and covenant in a covenant marriage, you are welcome to join in and learn on that. Obviously, it will be immediately applicable for folks who are married right now, but if that's something you desire or something you want to learn about, you are welcome to come and participate in that as well. So that's what's going on. I want to, just at the end here, put in a little plug for Easter. Yes, I know it's a snowstorm today, so we're not really thinking about Easter, but Easter is coming. And we've got a couple things in the works, but I would just put a little pencil in your calendar for Saturday before Easter. In years past, we've done an Easter egg hunt or a candy grab with Corner Coffee, and we're not sure that's going to happen quite yet, but it's happened every year, so it's a good chance it will. We're just working through the details and connecting with them. I would say it's a strong chance it will, so go ahead and pencil in if that's something you want to participate in the Saturday morning before Easter, which I believe is the 16th of April. And then Easter itself, here's our plan, and we're still locking down some reservations for this, but again, just want to get it on your calendar because it's different than the rhythm you're used to. We are going to celebrate Easter in the morning, which means for us, we're going to do two things kind of jumbled up into one that's going to make for a really awesome Easter experience. We're going to start at 9:30 having a worship gathering, just congregational worship music, Easter teaching from me, kids programming at that time, so kind of kicking it old school and playing normal church, if you will, church around a rug, and we'll be singing together, worshiping, listening to an Easter teaching, and just praising God for Resurrection Sunday. Then we're very quickly going to parlay that, as we do at North City, into some food, and some good food at that, and we're going to have an Easter brunch to celebrate Resurrection Sunday. So that's probably around 11, I would say, or 10:45-ish is when that will happen. Again, details still pending, but want to get it on your calendar, so pencil in Easter morning to celebrate with us at North City, to invite family and friends, and we'll worship together, eat together. It will be a good time celebrating the best thing that ever happened, which is Jesus's resurrection. So thanks for joining me for this update. Let us know if you have any questions later.